iPhone Tips and Settings for Seniors Part 2. Hi everyone, my name is Rosemary, founder of Techable Assistive Technology. Following from the previous video, today I'm going to go over some of the iPhone accessibility features that can be beneficial for seniors to use. So the accessibility features that I'm going to cover are those, some under vision, and then the physical and motor, and under hearing. Let's start with display and text size under accessibility vision. This feature allows a user to change the text size much bigger than the font size, which you can set under the standard display setting. So to adjust the text size, first go to Settings, and under Accessibility, tap Display and Text Size. And here, I suggest to turn on this bold text and then go into larger text and enable larger accessibility sizes. Then you can adjust the slider at the bottom to choose your desired text size. If you need to occasionally magnify the phone screen to view what's on the screen in larger size, the zoom is very useful feature. So to turn on the zoom feature, go to Settings and Accessibility, and then under Vision, there is Zoom. So tap and go in. Before you turn on the zoom feature, make sure this zoom region is set to window zoom. So go back, and you can adjust the zoom level between 1.2x up to 15x. So I'm gonna set around 7x. And now you can turn on zoom feature. And you can drag the handle at the bottom of this zoom window. And you can move it around. And to close this zoom window, you can double tap with 3 fingers on the screen. And now that zoom window is gone, and to open the zoom window again, also double tap with 3 fingers on the screen. And the zoom window appears. With magnifier feature, you can turn your iPhone into a magnifying glass. So to turn it on, go to Settings, Accessibility, and under Vision, there is Magnifier. So tap Magnifier. And you can turn on this feature. And after you turn on this feature, go back to Settings and then open Control Center. And here, let's try to find Magnifier. And tap the plus sign next to Magnifier so it can be placed under included controls. So now it's included under controls. So in this case, you can quickly turn on the magnifier by going to the control center. Here is the control center, and then you can see the magnifier is placed on the control center. So you can just tap it and turn on the magnifier. And you can adjust the zoom level. Spoken content feature can make your iPhone read any text that you select out loud to you. So to enable this feature, go to Settings. And again, under Accessibility, you will see Spoken Content under Vision. So tap, and under Spoken Content, tap Speak Selection, and you can turn on this feature. And to turn on this highlight content to follow along with what's being read, just tap Highlight Content and turn on Highlight Content. And I can go back by tap Back button. And under Voices, you can change Reading Voices. So even under English, you will find many different voices. And you can adjust the speaking rate using this slider under Speaking Rate.
Speak selection reads selected content. Speak selection reads selected content.
So once speech selection is set up, you can highlight a section of text on the screen. And you can make your phone read it to you by tapping the Speak button.
COVID-19 affects different people in different ways. Infected people have had a wide range of symptoms reported, from mild symptoms to severe illness.
A haptic touch is a touch and hold gesture, and it brings up a secondary pop-up menu of the icon you touch. And to avoid accidentally activating the haptic touch, I suggest to change the sensitivity of haptic touch to low sensitivity for senior users. So the way you can change the sensitivity of haptic touch is you first need to go to Settings. And under Accessibility, now tap Touch under Physical and Motor. And under Touch, you will see Haptic Touch. So tap here. And then under Touch Duration, you can select Slow. Doing this means that you have to press down on the screen longer to trigger haptic touch. Like this. The last feature that I'd like to show is LED flash for alerts. For seniors, having a visual cue when they receive calls or messages can be very useful. So to turn on this LED flash for alerts feature, the feature that flashes the camera light for incoming calls or messages, we need to go to Settings. And under Accessibility, go to audio and visual, which is under hearing accessibility. And all the way at the bottom, you will see LED flash for alerts. So tap this and turn this feature on. So let me just briefly show you how it's going to work. So once LED flash for alerts is set up, as you can see here, the camera light flashes when you receive a call or messages. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching.